Hey guys, so in today's Mini Monday episode, I'm going to be showing you how to create this spooky Halloween forest design using some gel polish, regular polish, and makartt blooming gel. So let's get right into the video. So like I said, I'm going to be trying out a new product to me, which is the makartt blooming nail gel set. And basically, these are sort of like watercolors, and you can create some really cool designs. So there are 6 different colors that come in this kit, along with some instructions on how to use them and some different pictures of how the effect will turn out. And this was really helpful for me to read just because I have never used these before. So here are the 6 colors. They are a pretty wide range, and here's just a close-up so you can see the consistency. So these are really watery and liquidy and almost look like water. So here's what it looks like on the inside. Again, just a super thin consistency. And there are lots of colors like azure, gold, yellow, green, and fuchsia, along with the color lead, which is black, and that is the one I will be using today. So along with the blooming gel, I'm going to be using regular polish and gel, and I thought I would test it out on both different types of polish just to see which worked better. And here's just a reference of what nails I will be doing gel and polish on, and now I'm going to actually start with the application. So on my pointer and middle nail, I'm going to be using gel polish, and my white I decided to use is a Model 1's white gel polish. And this is a really great opaque white gel polish, and I actually did a review on it a little bit back on my channel, so I will be sure to leave the link to that video below as well as in the cards. And I will be needing to do 2 coats just to get full opacity. And then on my ring and pinky nail, I'm going to be applying regular polish, and I decided to go in with a Sally Hansen white, which is also pretty opaque, but it will need 2 coats to get completely opaque. So after the application of my first coat, I decided to go in with a second layer of both, making sure to cure the gel polish in between each layer. And now I'm going to be going in with the makartt blooming gel, and as you can see here, when I first apply it on the nail, it spreads out and you can really tell that it has a watery consistency, and it creates a really interesting marble effect. And I decided that I didn't want the black so opaque, so I'm going in with a brush and some acetone sort of to dilute the pigment just to make it a little bit more watery and spread out. And this I find really gives that marbly effect, and I think this would be perfect for creating some white marble nails because it really gives that sort of texture and finish. But for this design, I sort of wanted to have a cloudy gray sky, and that also gave a great effect. And now I'm just going in with a little bit more to add or take away from any areas and sort of just perfecting it and making it how I want. And now I'm going to be moving on to the regular polish nails, and right off the bat I could definitely see and tell a difference when applying it. On the polish nails, it doesn't really spread out and give that texture finish as much as it does on the gel, and even when diluting it with acetone, it really just doesn't blend together and it sort of looks separated, which I don't really like. So if you are going to use this blooming gel, I would highly recommend doing it over gel polish just because you can see that it definitely looks a lot better. And now I'm going to be taking the blooming gel and applying some to the tip of the nail just to sort of create the base for our trees. And then I'm going to be taking the flat end of the tip of the brush and creating a tree shape. So I'm just making a line and then sort of a triangle shape on the sides of it. And this doesn't have to be perfect because trees are definitely not all the same shape, but I just want to get the general idea down of the silhouette of the tree. And I'm going to repeat that on all of my nails. Now for this design, I honestly think that making the trees was easier on the polished nails just because it didn't spread out as much, which helps define that tree shape. In the end, it turned out okay on all of the nails, so it doesn't really make a difference. But like I said before, in general, I just think this product works better over gel polish, and it actually says that in the instructions, so I can definitely see where they are coming from. So now I'm going to be going in with a regular black nail polish, and you can choose any black nail polish that you like, and I'm going to be putting some on a scraper card just so I can easily access it. And now with a thin brush, I'm going to be defining that tree shape. So I'm just painting a straight line down the center of the trees and then making little lines on the sides of that for the branches and leaves. And the blooming gel didn't really get this exact shape I wanted, so that's why I used regular polish to sort of define that shape and make it how I want. And I just repeated that step on all of my nails. And now with some white nail polish and a thin striping brush, I'm going to even more define the trees. So I'm painting a single line down the center of the trees, and then on the sides of those lines I'm going to be making smaller little lines, and these will sort of represent the branches on the inside. And I think this step is pretty crucial to sort of help make sure that you can tell it's a tree, just because before I couldn't really exactly see what shape I was trying to create, and this really helps that. Now, I did this design for Halloween and made it a little bit spooky, but I also think this design looks really cool for winter because it almost looks like it's snowing, which I think is super cool. So here are all of the nails after I painted my little details in, and now I'm going to be applying a holographic top coat. So I'm going to be using China Glaze Fairy Dust, which is my favorite scattered holographic top coat, and I applied a thin layer on all of my nails. And you can apply this regular polish over the gel polish. You just need to make sure that this layer dries completely before going in with the gel top coat, or regular top coat in this case. And for my regular top coat, I'm actually super excited to be using my Holo Taco glossy top coats, and Christine from Simply Nailogical actually created these, and I was super excited to get my hands on them. I didn't actually get the holographic top coats or the cream nail polishes she created, but I hope to get them in the future. So I'm going to be using Super Glossy Taco for this manicure, and I applied a nice thick coat to all of the nails to seal in the design and add a nice and glossy finish. And I highly recommend this top coat. It looks super great on the nails, and it's just an overall super high quality top coat. So here is my completed manicure using some nail polish, gel polish, and makartt blooming gel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Mani Monday episode. I will be sure to leave the link to all of the products used in this video below in case you are interested. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one.